Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Anna if you are new, and today we are heading back to my parents' house and into my childhood closet. And if you missed last week's video, I decluttered the whole room and the bathroom. This week we are tackling this beast of a closet that I have been dreading doing, but we are going to get it done. We head down memory lane. You are going to see some blasts from the past as I unearth some old things in my closet that will bring some of you guys back. And we have tons of laughs along the way. I can't get over all the stuff I found in this closet, but I get it done. I get it decluttered, and I think I get it in the best order that is gonna be possible for this space. I am so pleased with how it turned out. So if you are needing some closet declutter motivation, I have got you covered this week. It is a wild ride, but I cannot wait to give you this week's video. I am so excited to have this thing done and off my back. So without further ado, let's get started. There's a lot of stuff in here. I am going to have to just start pulling things out to even get in here to work. A lot of stuff was thrown in here to paint the room and get it out of the way, and so I need to start kind of getting things back out. I think some things that really helped me going into this project was, for starters, mindset. That was like my biggest key. I was determined that this was happening today. You're gonna see me bump into things, scrape my leg, drop things. I have a whole behind the scenes section at the end, so definitely stay tuned till the end and watch that. I think it's pretty funny. You'll have to let me know what you think about it in the comments below. I am uncovering all kinds of stuff, plans for cheer practice when I was a coach. You'll see a photo of me from volleyball right here, my first year as a teacher and a volleyball coach. We're uncovering all kinds of stuff. But like I said, mindset was one of my most important things. Another thing, I had to have some music going, and I was bumping 80s and 90s because I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, and so that really got me going, and the nostalgia, it just suited what I was doing, so that was very helpful. Another huge thing for me, because this closet was full of like memories and keepsake type stuff, I had to pull everything out. And I had to pull a lot of stuff out just to kind of get to the back of the closet because a lot of things were shoved in there. But I went through and had to pull everything out, and I thought to myself, I do not want everything going back in. I have got to be ruthless in decluttering. So think about that, and if you have the space and the means, pull everything out, and I guarantee you, you're not going to want to put everything back in, especially if this is a type of closet like mine where I'm going through an old closet. I don't use it all the time, but I did not want to have to go through this stuff again. This was probably my second time going through. The first time I kind of did a once over. I decluttered a lot of old clothes, but that was about it. And then this time I'm like, this is it. I do not want to go through this again. So those are some very big tips. Mindset, good tunes, and have fun with it as best you can, but just pull everything out. That was a big key for me. I did not want to put all that stuff back in. Obviously, pictures and things like this, I'm not going to be able to declutter, so I just needed to make sure it was all grouped together. So that was the other thing, is getting things grouped together so I could find them on down the road if I needed to. But I uncovered so many fun things in this project. It was just a blast from the past, and so fun seeing some of these things resurface again. Okay, I had to pause as I'm going through these tubs of photo albums and all of the stuff. It takes some time, so I'm doing some on camera, some off camera, because you have to flip through things. But I wanted to show you guys, these are all planners. I mean, dating way back. I think I probably even have them back to high school. Yes, I do. So, does anybody else? These are like, I don't collect things and I don't keep too many things. I am a sentimental person, but more with like pictures and things like this. But I have kept these, and I will say I have gone back to reference things because I wrote everything in my planner, still do to this day, and I have kept all of my planners for as long as I can remember. I am sure I have one that maybe goes back to junior high and all the way through the current time. So I was just curious if anyone else holds on to these. These I'm not going to get rid of. Kind of like some of my journals and writings and stuff. I just won't get rid of those type things. So a lot of this stuff I can be ruthless with, but when it comes to my journals and planners and writings and pictures and things like that, I can't part with those. So I just thought that was funny. These are many, many years of planners, and I have more.
You say you don't want to get in trouble, that you're doing fine cause you got me. I don't want to break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full of dreams. Tears are a proof of failure. You just gotta let them flow without judge. There's so many ways to be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready. You just gotta trust the
Okay, I wanted to kind of do a, maybe if I'm midway through, update. You can see floor. You've got a lot out. I'm just pulling stuff out and going through it. I'm getting ready to pull this big honker out. These are just photos, so I haven't gotten to those yet. And then here's what it looks like out here. I am pulling things out and then going to figure out, I've got 2 empty totes over there, keepsakes here. I just want this to be so thin, but I'm having a hard time. Like old VHSs, like, do you get rid of those? Do you keep them? I'm having a hard time deciding on that. Old home movies, you know, obviously I'm going to keep those. Just struggling a little bit, but I'm thinking the more I can get out and go through, the better. So I'm just going to keep plugging along. Okay, I have been at this for about 2.5 hours. Here's where we're at. All the stuff pretty much is out. I'm going to move this ladder here in a second. I've consolidated hangers. All the stuff that was hanging here, I have moved to the back. These 2 things were hanging up closer. I moved them back because I do want to hold on to those. I think my daughter might like these. Cleared the bookshelves, donating a lot of books. Then I'm gonna wipe all this down. I am not getting up top here. I've got major allergies going. It's super dusty up there, but it wasn't too bad through here. So I'm gonna wipe all of this stuff down, and I'm gonna bring a vacuum in here. I think my mom is getting ready to replace this carpet. It's never been replaced since they have lived in this home. and they moved in it in the 90s. So they may be replacing this carpet, but I'm still going to try to vacuum it. And then I've got all my old like prom dresses, homecoming court dresses, formal dresses, and then my wedding dress is still over here. And I'm going to leave it. I'm going to vacuum, and then I think I'm going to push the dress to the very back and move the hangers up a little bit. But I just wanted to show you guys kind of the progress. All of this stuff is going to be staying. I'm going to wipe down the stuff. These are a couple of wedding gift things that I'm just not quite ready to part with, so I'm going to hold on to those. And then I'll take you out here. It is a hot mess out here. Some of this stuff was taken down off the walls because of decorating. I'm not decorating, for painting. So my mom may hang some of this stuff back up. I'm not sure yet. These photo boxes, I'm not going to go through. This probably can go down to their basement. I've still got to figure out how to reorganize some of these things, but first I wanted to get everything cleaned out, a clean space to put it back in. This whole box of donations. Twilight series. Anybody else read the saga, the Twilight Saga? I plowed through that many, many years ago, but I need to pass it on to somebody else. So this huge thing is all trash. That's my second bag of donations. All of those boxes are empty. These totes, that one, and this one, they're all empty. Things may be going in them, but for now they're empty. This is all of my old cheer stuff from high school and college. So I'm going to keep that there. This is a huge container full of sorority shirts and old shirts, like college shirts, high school shirts. I pulled all the cheer stuff and my old gymnastics uniforms. That kind of stuff could kind of be consolidated into there to not make this quite as heavy. And then this is, a chunk of it is mainly sorority shirts. We had tons and tons of function shirts, and I'm not sure if I want to get rid of those yet. I don't know if my daughter will be in a sorority or want them, so I'm just kind of holding on to some stuff. And then again, I'm trying to figure out what to do with some of these things. So it's a work in progress, but we are going to go get back to it. I'm going to clean out the closet, like clean it, vacuum it, and then start trying to get things back in. I always like to label my bins as I start putting things back into them. So yes, that is athletic tape, and that is what I could find as I was going through things. So I was labeling that bin. I have all of my old Nintendos and gaming systems in here, and then I had a couple of old trophies. It just made sense to go in there because they fit in that bin, and I didn't want to put them in some of the other bins. So that is just where they went. I just made sure to label them very well and combine them all together.
but you're making me nervous. No, I've realized that I can't live without you. All my friends reassure that it's obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night to laugh with you in secret under city lights. Surprised you never had the guts to figure out how I feel about you. Wish me the best of luck. I'm gonna win your love, coming to get you, dying to feel your touch. Wish me the best of luck, coming to get you. Wish me the best of luck, trying to steal your hand, coming to get you. Coming to get you, coming to get you.
Alright, my camera needed to charge, but here is what I have done. This is all of my stuff right here in these 5 totes. That's my shirts, old keepsakes, old gaming systems, old photo albums. All of my stuff is kind of here, nice and labeled. I think I'm going to leave it right here because some of this stuff is heavy. And then my old photos. And then I vacuumed, and then I cleared everything pretty much off. Went through the books. Anything I needed to get rid of or donate is now gone. I've got yearbooks, scrapbooks, and then my dad has been using some of this area for his clothes, and then I've got the old formal wear back there, wedding gown, hangers, and everything else has been cleared out. So I am just now, there's a couple more things that need to go back in, and then a lot of this stuff is going to go donation trash, down to their basement, just other places. So I will show you that process, and then we will have this all tidied up. Changing pad over here on the bed for my mom to use when Dallas is here, and then everything is gone. I pulled out this little toy bag for the kids that was in the closet, and this little easel that we used to have at our house, but when we had to change our playroom into Dallas's room, we brought it over here, so they love playing with it over here. And that is a wrap on my childhood room and closet. Just feels so good to get this done. The window is open and it is rattling a piece of paper. This goes to a pack and play. That's the carrier for the pack and play, so I will get that put back. Just here is one. Stop. Thank y'all so much for watching this week. I hope you are leaving with tons of decluttering motivation. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Stay tuned, the behind the scenes is coming right now, and until next week, take care. These are empty!